Hey guys, welcome back to the Film Class Vodcast.
Where we teach you filmmaking tips and tricks. So,
Let's go.
Hi there, Vodcastaires. This week we're going to show you how to balance a gimbal, more specifically the Ronin S gimbal. Now, first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to attach your quick release plate to the camera, but you're going to want to do it in the right way where they're both facing the same way. So there's an arrow on the quick release plate that's pointing one direction, and you're going to want to point that in the same direction as the lens to make sure it's pointing the same way when you attach it to the gimbal. So now you're just going to slide it on here, make sure this lever is on the lock here, and you're just going to slide it on there. So now that we have that on, we're going to move it back and forth till the camera is balanced. Just, you see how it slid back there? Now it's sliding forward. You want to get just right where it's not going to slide. So there, it's too far forward. You basically go back and forth until you have it perfectly balanced. And there we go. It's balanced on that axis. Now the second axis you're going to want to balance it on is this axis right here. How you balance this axis is you point the camera straight up, and if it stays pointing straight up, then that axis is balanced, right? So right now, it's not going forward, it's not going backwards. And the way you can save this information is there's little numbers here with like markers, and it has that on every axis, so you can memorize that or write it down to keep it balanced even if you take it off. Now if you change something, like if I changed how far forward this was, or if you had a different lens, you would have to completely balance every axis. So this axis is good. The third axis is this axis right here. Right now that axis is also good. I can tell it's at 6.5 right here, so I can move it this way and it leans. So that's what it looks like when it's not right. So I can actually move it back and it's good again. Now the last axis is the trickiest. It's this axis right here. And how you test it is you pick the gimbal up and you lean it forward and twist it about 45 degrees. And now what you're looking for is you're looking at this spot right here. The camera's going to move. But what you're going to want to do is when you lean forward, that shouldn't move, and then when you twist it, it should stay right there. Now I'll show you an example of what it looks like when it's not balanced. So right here it's like 1.25. I'll move it back to there, but I'm going to set it at like 3. Now when I pick it up and it's not balanced, when I tilt it, this part swings back that way. And if you balance it the opposite direction, see how it just spins everywhere. If you balance it the other direction, it'll go here and then just keep on spinning. So what you want, and I'll move it back to 1.25, like right there. The goal is to just get it lean forward and then spin, and it stays there. You have complete control. Now, once you've done that, you have completely balanced the gimbal. All you have to do is turn on the battery down here, turn on the gimbal, and then it will balance itself automatically. And that's it. See you guys next week.
Thanks for watching the Film Class Vodcast.
And make sure you join us next week as we talk about more filmmaking tips and tricks. See ya. Turn it back on.